What's going on, guys? Charge it up here on the R6, headed on the 404. Oh my goodness, look at the traffic on that side. Whew. I am currently going southbound. That is northbound right there, and that is a whole lot of mess. Anywho, what's going on, everybody? Just another day out riding. This morning I did ride once again, obviously because I'm on the bike now heading home. But yeah, it was another chilly ride this morning, which obviously only means that the colder weather is arriving and coming, but at the same time that cold white stuff is also on its way, unfortunately. Obviously it's going to happen eventually, but you just, for the most part, you kind of want it to not happen and, you know, be riding all the way through Christmas. I do remember one time, December 24th, I think it was 2000 and, man, I think it was 15, 14. Anyways, I was actually riding Christmas Eve. It was actually plus 19 out. Freaking amazing. Freaking amazing. It was plus 19 out. So that was awesome. That has definitely not happened since. Again, you take what you get, and yeah, go from there. So right now I am currently on the 407. This is the toll road that you got to pay for, and then which is why there's no traffic, because if I got onto the 404, which you saw, yeah, that would be a lot worse, and then the 401 would just be annoyance all the way. I looked at the total time to get home, and it was 1 hour 32 with the 404 and 401, but with the 407 it was 46 minutes. So obviously I took the 46-minute route. But yeah, we're just gonna chill on this road here and enjoy the ride. Although albeit it is on the highway, I'm just gonna enjoy it. I do have some things to do tonight. I was actually thinking of going north, which is that way, like north, and then going east. But then obviously I was looking at the time, and I was looking at it like 1 hour 45 or something. It would have been a lot nicer ride instead of obviously highway and wind and noise and everything. But I have some things to do tonight, so unfortunately I could not go for that little extra ride north. But maybe another day. And today is Thursday. You guys will see this video tomorrow. So yeah, there is also a Newmarket Bike Night, which I haven't been to since probably June or something like that. But yeah, Newmarket Bike Night is also happening tonight. I won't be able to go to that today. Maybe I'll try and get out to that next week, and maybe get a video going for you guys as well. So one thing I did want to mention, and I don't know if everybody knows or everybody in the motorcycle community knows, regardless of when you take it and how you take it, the 407 is a paid toll road. You need to have a digital transponder, and then obviously you pay a little bit less because you do lease that transponder on a monthly basis, but you do pay less for the toll road. If you don't, you pay a little bit more, but you also have to pay for the transponder, no transponder fee or something, like some administration fee. Anyways, but you have to pay for that as well. So with the motorcycle, it's a little bit different. So for my Tesla, I do have a transponder, but for the R6, I do not. So the 407 does not require you to have a transponder when it comes to motorcycles, and that's because obviously having a digital transponder, there's no real place to put it where it can't get stolen. Like I mentioned, you do have to pay for it, so it kind of sucks if you're paying for it and someone takes it from you. So yeah, back to my point here, 407 as a motorcyclist, you can take the 407 and obviously you're still going to get billed, you're still going to get charged, but the charge will be less. It'll be as if you were taking it with the transponder, not even if you don't have one, you'll still get charged like if you did. So it would be a little bit cheaper than if you took it with your car that doesn't have a transponder. So yeah, just a little bit of just in case you didn't know, for the GTA or Toronto or Ontario area, I don't know if it's just me, but like right now I'm doing 137. I'm doing 137 and I'm coasting at 135, 130. Like I'm usually coasting at 130, 135, and it seems like everyone's doing this speed. Like it seems like everyone is doing this speed. Like, maybe not that guy, because that guy's obviously doing more than that. But yeah, it seems like everyone is doing this speed. Like, I'm not passing people. I'm not passing people like crazy or anything either. So yeah, I think overall, the average speed limit on the 407 is more than the 401 or the 404 or any other highway. I think it's because you can just do it, but that doesn't mean that you're allowed to. The speed limit is still 100 and it is policed by the OPP, so just be careful when you're obviously doing that, because you don't realize that you're doing that speed because it's so nice and open, and yeah, you obviously want to do the speed, but yeah, just be vigilant, guys. Alright, I am now on the 412. It is 6:24. But yeah, it is a good ride so far. It has been a good ride so far. But again, it's one of those things where it's, well, yeah, it's just, you know, there's no traffic, so it's a nice ride. It is windy, so it's obviously I am fighting the wind a little bit, unless I'm in the full tuck. But yeah, it is still a nice ride. It is currently, I think, 17 or 18 degrees Celsius, so the ride is enjoyable. It's not hot. I got my armored hoodie on that I've done a review on before. If you guys are interested in what hoodie or what armored hoodie I have, yeah, it's a nice peaceful ride. Nice peaceful ride home. Other than obviously the wind and noise. I went for a ride the other day, and then I parked the bike. I put it up on the lift as I usually do, and then the next morning, no, it wasn't the next morning. Maybe it was probably 2 mornings after, 2 or 3 mornings after. I was just walking by the bike, and I think it was a weekend at that point. But I noticed that there was some random liquid or random fluid on the lift, from like literally right underneath the bike. And I know it wasn't there prior to me putting it on, because then I would have rolled through it. It definitely appeared on the lift afterwards, and on closer inspection I determined that it was coolant on the actual lift. Now there was only a couple of drops from I could tell, because it was just a tiny little puddle, and the puddle actually rolled backwards towards the back wheel. Now, I don't know where it came from. I had the opportunity to look at it, and I don't see any sort of leaks. Like, I don't see any sort of leaks anywhere. I don't see any scratches or bumps. I don't see any fins that are broken. I mean, there are some fins that are pushed up because of the bugs that hit the rad. I don't see anything else other than that, though. As of right now, it's a bit of a mystery on where that's coming from. The one thing I could maybe think of, and that's the only thing I can maybe think of right now, is maybe it's coming from the reservoir. There is a reservoir tank on the side, and I'm thinking maybe it's coming from the reservoir or the hose that's connected to the reservoir. I haven't had that off in a long time though, so I don't know why. I mean, you never know. Maybe it came loose, or became loose from vibrations or something like that. But yeah, it's definitely a weird one. Why is there so much traffic here all of a sudden? Like, maybe I should have stayed on the 407. I am now on the 401. This is no longer a paid. There's no longer a paid highway, as you can tell, because it's so busy. But yeah, maybe I should have stayed on the 407, because it looks like now there's going to be some traffic going on. But yeah, anyways, I'll keep you guys updated with that. Not sure what's going on with that, but I am going to keep an eye on it.
A few moments later.
Alright, we're home. Anyway, so yeah, as you can see, I just got home. Things are clearing up a little bit. They're clearing up a little. I'm putting stuff away. Still gotta get through all that stuff there, put them away. Then I can start doing some more R6 videos and look into that coolant leak thing as well. So I'm gonna put the bike back on the lift today. I'm not gonna be able to ride for 2 or 3 days. I think I'm busy for 2 or 3 days. And I mean, yeah, I'll definitely 100% do a video on the coolant leak and trying to find the coolant leak for the R6 as well. Thanks for watching, guys. Into the next one.